Okay, we are live now, Dr. Pichai.
Okay.
Okay, with this, we are great to have Dr. Pichai to share with us what is supermind. With that, Dr. Pichai, could you share with us what have you going to bring us on the supermind?
Okay. Thank you, Julie. We have been doing this Happy Life for the past 101 episode weekly. We take a break for about 2 months. Now we start again due to we are all very busy. Just for your information, Karin has decided to do her own. So thank you for her to assist me for the many years. We have a wonderful time sharing in every life. And Dusty is still with us. Now get Julie Fu, who has assisted me to form Author Club and also Property Club. She was my secretary for Author Club, secretary for Property Club, but now she's the president of KL and Selangor Property Investors Club. Julie, you would like to introduce you a little bit more before we get started? Julie, unmute, can't hear you.
Okay, to me, being in FB Live is a first time, and to be frank, I am a bit nervous. And okay, my line of job is more on the software development. So no doubt I'm in IT line, but being socialized in FB, especially in live, this is something that have gone through beyond my comfort zone. So I think going through beyond my comfort zone is something that I need to learn, especially when we are already in the pandemic situation. Virtual connection is the only way that we can communicate or we can share our knowledge or our informations through FB or through other channel, be it YouTube. Yeah, that is all about me. And yeah, and something I'm looking forward to what Dr. Peter is going to share with us on Supermind. I think Supermind is something that is very important in our life. As what we has been doing, we always work based on our conscious mind. And let's hear from Dr. Peter on Supermind.
By the way, Julie, do you like to know a little bit more about your mind?
Of course, I think my mind is more on logical mind because I write programs. So programs definitely we need to have a logical mind, then only it will work. Yeah, can you tell me what is it? What is about my logic, my mind, Dr. Peter E?
You don't mind? This is every life, everybody. I mean, you put it general as what I know about Julie for the past 3, 4 years since Author Club. 4 years already, right? So
Yeah, 2018.
yes, there are many parts of the mind. Mind is not just one part. There are many things. One of your highly trained mind is logical mind. You're very logical because of your training and also your job. Well trained. But your natural mind, hmm, your natural mind actually, that part we call super mind lah. That part, very difficult to explain with words. Words can explain the what is that? Everyday mind or the trained mind easily. The supermind part is not easily communicated. So there is a process to bring people into that part until we share it out, then only we can communicate from there. But I try your the other part is almost perfect, not perfect yet. Only things how to link up. When you align that part with your trained mind, you become very powerful. You can go another level. That's what I feel like
Mhm.
about
Okay,
your
thank you, Dr.
minds.
Peter. I think
Okay.
with that sharing, I believe most of you are able to relate as when we are in our working environment, we need to use our logical mind. And for especially those that dealing with um, logical sense, so we tend to use our logical mind. And to go into our subconscious super mind, there's something that we need to learn to be able to tap on it. Let's hear what Dr. Peter is going to tell us how to tap our super mind. All to you, Dr. Peter E.
You can. Let me begin slowly. We begin with general, then only we go into the supermind a little bit. Okay. The purpose of there are two parts. Huh? Just like a computer, we have the brain, which is the hardware, similar to a computer. But only different is the brain can grow. Computer cannot grow, but have to add on register, can expand by adding. Computer brain or the CPU, central processing unit, is dead. Human brain is alive, it can grow. The process growing, regenerate, and then new neurons is called neurogenesis. Growing branches is called neuroplasticity. Many research has shown that with the right stimulation to the brain can grow better. If don't use the brain will kill itself. It will retard. So even tonight after this session, your brain will grow branches too. Okay. Now come to the minds. Mind is just like the software of your computer. Program. Julie and I, Julie is still a programmer. I were a programmer too. I learned computer science too. So it's a program, logical looping kind of things. It's very similar to the computer. But only difference is the mind is more than computer. Computer only has a logical programming. You need very logical facts with logical loopings to form programs. It can be many structures, different kind of algorithm. Is similar to the human conscious mind. Conscious mind, when you're awake, that awaken beta state is called conscious mind. In that state, you have many types of programs. Okay, one of the program is called logical program. It's similar to computer. The logical thinking, that mind is same with computer, but if we were to compare the power of the logical mind of human being and logical mind of a computer or a robot, which can expand the memory by adding more registers, eventually the computer will be more powerful than human logical thinking. The logical thinking is reasoning mind, logical mind, analytical mind, all classified as logical reasoning. Yeah? Most people, that mind is important for dealing with reality. Okay, from that mind, classify from that thinking. Behind that thinking, there are programs, the minds. Okay, the minds, the computer also need information, then go into looping, then produce the searching looping. For example, I did algorithm on efficient searching, so I understand there's a searching program algorithm and sort it out. How efficient is the thinking is a measure of a person's IQ. Okay, the logical, how efficient a person thinking with the information or with facts to come up with an answer, logical answer. Okay, that process, how fast? The faster it is, the higher is IQ. That's all. But human mind is more than IQ. There are other things. There's an emotion called EQ. There's another one called WQ, wisdom Q. Most people has confused or do not know what is wisdom anymore. People only know reasoning. People only know IQ, the intelligent. People do not know about wisdom. Wisdom actually is for natural mind. The intelligent actually is from trained mind. Okay, trained mind is a person go through a formal education or technical education, whatever, go through a period of time to load in sufficient information and apply the information. That mind is called a trained mind. Normally, a trained mind can be go through a university, memorize certain information, a professional degree, anything. You learn formally, you have a set of trained mind. And most people associate themselves with a trained mind. And Mr. A, can you introduce now? Oh, my name is A. I'm an engineer. He tried to explain to you he's an engineer. His mind, trained mind. Really, he's an engineer or not? Yes, he got the knowledge or experience of an engineer because of the trained mind. But he only identify himself as one of the mind. The other minds, what about the super mind? They do not know. From the trained mind, we also has another aspect of mind called conditioned mind. Conditioned mind is, for example, we have memorized the rules and regulation of an organization, or country, or certain set of things, information repeated over a period of time, you believe is true. Uh, you believe is real, even it is not real or true. That is called conditioned mind. More or less, all of us are conditioned in a way or another. We are conditioning each other. So, by knowing different type of mind, we don't judge good and bad here. They are pro and cons in all the minds. So we leave it at this. So when we go to the supermind, we know when to use which mind. So we have a trained mind, we have a conditioned mind, we have another one called domesticated mind. Domesticated mind, just like an animal, we can condition an animal, can domesticate an animal to perform certain kind of job. Human being also the same, but only thing we are a little bit more refined. We are also trained to do certain job, domesticated in a certain way, to behave in a certain way or condition in a certain way, which is acceptable to the norms of the society. It composed of the trained mind, conditioned mind. Okay, so we any question, we go slowly. If you have any question, you can write down. I will answer you.
Okay, Dr. Peter Yi,
Hmm.
when is the right time to train our supermind? Is this only to adult? What about to children?
You see, children before 5 years old, they naturally has a super mind. When they enter into formal education, load in with the information, got certain syllabus to follow. Uh, Actually, that retard or stifle their super mind. Children, even 5 years old, you see, they are so creative. They just talk to themselves and so on. They are, they're so natural mind. They laugh, they do things and so on. There's no, but when they go to the formal education, they will behave in a certain way. Go to school, say good morning, certain kind of behavior forms. That's why their creativity also reduce. Animal same, wild animal and conditioned animal, domesticated animal or trained animal behave differently. So we don't make judgment good and bad here. Okay. So super mind is a natural mind. Children naturally they have that mind, but because of the training stifle that part. That's why uh, a trained person, unless they're trained in creativity, if normal training, they lost their creativity, they lost the natural powers. They dare not to do so many. The fear is so strong because the condition such a way they need to do certain thing in order to be in a comfort zone, in order to survive. They fear of poverty, fear of so many things. Uh, Fear of death, fear of public speaking, fear of every life. Uh, they're no longer natural. So how to train children to get back uh, the natural way? We begin with adult first, children later.
Okay, okay, we start with adult first. So for adults, how can they tap to their supermind? I mean, just now you explained about conscious mind, supermind. So for someone very logical like me, how to tap to my supermind?
By the way, Julie, I was very logical like you too because of my training. Chemistry, computer science, they're all logical and analytical. We need to know very, very detail of the thing that cannot be seen, but we know how it works. Okay. How to access to supermind? First, we have to know there are different types of mind or classification of mind. One is called conscious mind. Conscious mind is when you're awake, you know what you are thinking, okay, consciously. In frequency, we call they have the frequency of the thinking is beta, conscious mind. Conscious mind means that you know what you are thinking. Conscious mind need information input in order to process the results or answers logically. Okay. The other part of the mind is non-conscious. Non-conscious mind is when you sleep. When you sleep, you do not know what you are thinking. Everybody has dream, you do not know your dream. There is dream according to the brain waves chart. You can see there's a pattern. Even dog animal also sleep. When you're deep sleep, you do not know what what are your dreams. Okay. Now there is another part of mind is subconscious. Subconscious mind is transient from conscious mind to non-conscious or non-conscious to conscious mind. Okay, that is very important. That is the bridge to access to the non-conscious mind. Okay, the super conscious mind is in the non-conscious mind space. Okay, and that mind we call it super mind because it's more powerful than the normal conscious mind, like the trained mind, domesticated mind, or conditioned mind, which work logically, analytically. The other mind is in the non-conscious state, is much more powerful because it's the original mind, it's a natural mind, it's a everybody born with mind, but we have stifled it and we do not know its existence. So supermind is to bring out that power. How to bring it out? Access to that mind, and that mind, you see, you can only remember your mind in the subconscious state. When you wake up from sleep, just wake up from sleep, you can remember some of the tailing of the dream in the subconscious state. If you don't record it down, you forget. Okay. The power of the subconscious mind, we also bring out in a similar way. We assess, we instruct the subconscious mind non-conscious mind to process certain information, and then we pull up that information to the conscious mind uh, through the subconscious mind state. Means that conscious mind instruct the non-conscious mind, and non-conscious process, and then come out through the subconscious mind state. Subconscious mind state not necessarily just wake up from sleep. It can be when you are in a very calm state of mind, like in alpha state, even theta state, means that like prayer state or in meditation state, all the religion in the world is is helping people to access the power from the non-conscious space. So superconscious mind is one of the way, similar to all the religion, whoever doing prayer, meditation, all that kind of thing, or quiet time, is to pull out or to get the superconscious mind to process information and come up with the answer you want. And some people call it is a calling, it's a higher mind, it's a what is that? Inner self mind, it's a true self mind, it's a spiritual mind or supernatural mind. All that minds is from the in a non-conscious state, we call it supermind. Okay, now you differentiate the conscious state. There are trained mind, conditioned mind, domesticated mind. Còn some more, no? Ego mind, stubborn mind. So the supermind side, we have inner self mind, we have higher self mind, we have true self mind, we have supernatural mind, spiritual self mind. Got so many. So the combination of this mind, when to use this mind, uh, is the key to wisdom. Okay. Now, any question from you, from the audience? Any question? Julie, any question? I hope I don't not confusing your.
Um, I think so far we did not see any question from the audience. I think probably I believe that probably some of the audience may want to know if they would like to learn more about Supermind. How can they go about?
If they're interested, they can PM us, can PM Julie, message us, Julie or me, then we can start the class for them. But the supermind is more powerful. Everybody you know. It's similar to for the logical mind to understand the power of the supermind is similar to a vehicles like car, like aeroplane, like a rocket. The different powers because there are many minds inside. Uh, but we still need a conscious mind to drive the mind. Means that two minds have to work together. The power is the supermind. It's just like vehicles. Okay. But the controlling person is a conscious mind, logical mind. It's like a driver. So if you know there's a driver, there's vehicle. Vehicle you can choose. You can choose a bicycle. You can choose a car. You can choose an aeroplane or rocket, and then you drive them. You know how to drive. Your minds means that you know how to use your supermind. Okay. Any question? Back supermind. The good thing about the supermind, from all my learnings from all the gurus and also masters, can be trained, can be restored, because everybody naturally has it. Only thing they have forgotten about it for generations. So my mission is to help human being to awaken, activate their supermind. That's why I'm here.
Peter, we have one question from
Yes.
Susan. Is it called as balance level?
Okay. Is it called balance level? I don't quite understand what do you mean by balance level. It's not a balance level. It's not a balanced mind. You can to know different minds, and then where is the mind from and how to utilize them, how to access to it. Like logical mind, there are pro and con. I just give one example. Uh, for the logical mind to increase its power, you need to load in more information. Keep on learning, learning a subject. A person who are more learned, more information or specific area in the mind is more powerful compared to person with less information, because that logical mind need to you access to more information. Less information, less powerful. That's all. So when there's not power, you add some more information. That method is outdated. Why? Because now information you can access to Google search, YouTube, all the information the world can find. And then by memorizing information is outdated. You can find facts from the search. And then not only that, the logical or analytical function, computer eventually is more powerful. We can load all the information in the computer and let computer do the searching logically, logical function. Computer is more efficient and more powerful because we program the computer with the best algorithm. Because I did searching the algorithm, I understand how it works. Now, the supermind no need to load information. The supermind naturally it can create information creatively. Logical mind is logical mind. The super mind is illogical creative mind. The power is the logical mind have to go to memorize information, know the information, and use the information. Know until understand after using the information. The super mind, it straight away to understand information without learning the information. And the super mind can access or can digest whatever information experience you already learned naturally. So any other question? Questions about is balanced? It's not balanced at all.
I think
More.
we have another question, which is from same person. More conscious to access information. So I'm also not clear what it
Yes,
means.
I guess he mean that conscious mind. That mind, learning is conscious mind. Learning method. You need to learn information. Means take in information, memorize it consciously through a few senses like the eye, the ear. You learn it and then you spit it out or add on it, practice it until you understand the information. Okay, that is a conscious mind. Conscious mind has, we call it limitation, or sometimes we call it missing link, or missing gap in the thinking process due to incomplete information, sometimes contradictory information, sometimes wrong information, sometimes negative information, or affect the power of logical mind. That's why uh, try to filter the information before you take in. Don't take in rubbish information. A person's success in life affected by the information they learn throughout their life. You see your life, if you are not doing well and so on, meaning that you may have a lot of non-supporting information, rubbish information, contradictory information, wrong information, things like that. That affects a person's life because you operate in a conscious mind level. But when you shift to superconscious mind, in another story already, you're no longer a trained mind or conditioned mind anymore. Your natural mind come out. Natural mind is unique. Everyone is different. So that is where your unique power will be released. Some people call it uh, hidden power. Uh, there's so many people have different name for it, but actually it's very easy. It's from your non-conscious mind. Okay, please ask me question, then I answer you. Well, whatever I share now is the latest I know in the market because most people is talking only about subconscious mind. Now we are talking about super mind. Subconscious mind is just a medium to communicate between the conscious and non-conscious mind. Power in the non-conscious mind. Okay, super conscious mind create miracle. Of course. Wow. Uh, Subconscious mind can create miracle, but that is in higher level. Normally, there are many stages for new people to access the super mind. It takes times because you have to go layer by layer. Just like the conscious mind, there are different layer too. Miracle is one of the mind we call super natural mind. That one need to work on it for a period of time before you can access to that power. Supernatural mind or miracle mind. Sometimes we call law of attraction. It's actually from there. We know about subconscious mind, we know about law of attraction, but we do not know from where. Subconscious mind is a bridge. Huh? The miracle mind or supernatural mind, that mind is a law of attraction. Is accessing law of attraction is a principle uh, derived from supernatural mind because the supernatural mind has the ability to send out information and receive information through its own way. Some people call it the third eye chakra that send and receive information through certain frequency. This is beyond science. Science or paranatural science and so on. Uh, they are studying about it, but still do not understand it. For my side, about study about super mind, we don't care about that because we don't know what is that too. But we only apply it. We know it can be applied. We just use it. Easier. Okay. Any question?
Peter, Dr. Peter, is there a way for audience or anyone who wanted to tap to their supermind in a simple 3 or 4 step?
Yes. Simple. Because There are, I can tell you a few steps, but you may not able to use it because of the trained mind or the conditioned mind or everyday mind. That mind will tell you it's impossible. That mind have fear, uh, have doubt. When that mind was so strong, wherever I tell you, you will not believe it. You will not trust. When you don't trust it, the supermind will not work. I can tell you the first steps, but it's better to come to my class. I'll go for you part by part, layer by layer, to have a complete understanding. Then you work well. I retrain with another class. The success rate about 90%. Not everybody can get it. Huh? I just let you know. Huh? I also take a long time to get it. But through my method, 90% can get it. The other 10% need a little bit longer time because the trained mind or the logical mind is too strong until that mind do not allow the access to the supermind.
So in another word, it needs a monitor to see the
Yes,
progress.
yes.
It
You have
is
to
not
go through.
advisable for audience or for us to did our own because of our conscious mind will
Yes,
have the control over us and it will not be able to tap to our super mind. Is that what you're
yes,
saying?
yes. This is what I mean because I say this, or I personally had experience because of my conscious mind, trained mind is also very very strong. So first thing, I have that doubt. Second thing, I have fear. What about that mind tell me to do something bad, whatever? What about this? How it works? Tell me how it works, and give me example how it works. When I tell you all this is how my function, because my function and your function is exactly the same, because we have the same brain neurological system. Then straight away the logic mind, oh, I know already. That learning stop. It won't work. I tried. So you have
Okay,
to go
okay.
stage by stage. Tell you what are the pro and con, then slowly develop from there. When you get it, on already. When you get it, I gone through the process. There's certain thing in certain part. When I get it, yeah, it's so easy. But why I don't get it? Even though my sifu or my gurus have repeatedly tell me, repeated many times, I just cannot hear it because I don't want to hear it. There's a filter inside. For me, it's not logical. Cannot be. So it won't work.
Okay.
Because super mind is illogical. I have to tell you straight, it is illogical. Like miracle, where got logical? It's illogical, but it can work. But I have to go through a proper guidance. It is different from the normal learning. Normal learning, memorize information. Tell me exactly few steps. This is what I don't want to tell you. Even now, if I tell you a few steps, your conscious mind take what I know already few steps, but your mind is still cannot work. You know the step, you memorize the step, it's no use. The other mind need to be applied. Okay, I'll tell you how it works, and then I'll let you know. Okay, you do this, and let me know how what is happening. You tell me, then I'll tell you next step. Okay, now you do this. I don't give you the answers. If I give you the answers, it won't work because a different way of learning. That's why many people cannot access to the power of the super mind because using a normal learning method, memorizing information. Tell me a few steps. Give me an example. I know already. That's it. But your conscious mind, no. Your super mind still don't work. So super mind learning is first, you know first. Okay, this is how it works. Second step, do it. Okay, follow this step and do it. Memorize that is no use. It's just information only. Do it and then tell me how it works. It works means it's awakened, activated. Awakened, it start working. Activated means the full functioning. There are stages to go. Okay. Other question. Need maintain to prime. No need. I think need maintain to prime. No need to know how to use it. The question is how to use it and use it. You see, superconscious mind, uh, like the conscious mind, conditioned mind, trained mind, whatever. There's a term for it. The thinking process called logical mind, logical thinking, analytic thinking, and so on. For the supermind, also got the thinking process inside. The thinking process called intuition, inspiration, sixth sense, and so on. Different name, different function. Okay, any more question?
So far, I think we don't have any more questions. We probably would like to wrap up or summarize out.
Okay, summarize sama. Okay, for tonight sharing, maybe a bit short, but more comprehensive. First, the three parts of mind, three different functions of mind. One is called conscious mind, where is somewhere inside. We do not know where exactly. It's beyond psychology, it's beyond science. We are focused on application rather than theory how it works. We don't care how it works, but as long as we can apply. Okay, conscious mind function consciously. Subconscious in between conscious and non-conscious. Non-conscious mind function non-conscious way. When you sleep, non-conscious take over. When awake, conscious take over. Okay. The power is in the non-conscious mind. The driver, the person control, the super mind or non-conscious mind is the conscious mind. Conscious mind got many types. Trained mind, logical mind, domesticated mind, ego mind, stubborn mind, and so many. The thinking process and logical thinking, reasoning thinking, analytic thinking is all from there. Then come to the non-conscious mind, that is called super mind. The it work differently. There are many type of mind inside also. There are inner mind, higher self mind, true self mind, supernatural mind, spiritual mind, and many types of mind. The process of the thinking in the super mind, such as inspiration, intuition, uh, sixth sense, knowing, all happen illogically. The conscious mind all happen logically. The other one is illogically, but it's creative. So how to access into it, for the super mind is different from the normal everyday mind, which is learn information. Tell me exactly how it works. I memorize it, then I can use it and when when I need to use it, then pull out the information. The other mind don't work that way. You have to know how that mind works and instruct the mind and then apply the mind. Because it illogical nature, it just work and is more powerful. That mind, super mind, can help a person break through the life. The normal mind normally keep people in a loop, in a routine. They repeat the same thing. If you are doing things repeatedly the same way, go to office, come back, same thing, repeat the same thing, routine means that you are using the logical mind or the knowledge-based mind. If you want breakthrough, is super mind, is creative mind. And then from there are pro and cons of the logical mind. Logical mind is important for dealing with daily life, dealing with reality, real things, something tangible, dealing with finances, dealing with life, living, the basic needs. Okay. But that mind also produces the mind like the ego mind, like the star mind, might cause a lot of problem. There's a fear, greed, and so on. It cause a lot of problem of setback in life, such as financial setback, relationship setback, even sometimes can lead to uh, sickness, because psychosomatic sickness due to excessive worry about fear, unknowingly, that lead to pain here, pain there, sometimes tumors, cancer, all that is caused by that part of mind. So management of the mind, especially the conscious mind, everyday life is very important to prevent to person getting sickness. So for the other mind, most people do not know how to use it. When it's activated, you will use less logical mind. Still using, but less. You use more creative mind, life become lightened, uh, life will become smoother, less setback, more breakthrough, mm, see life in a bigger perspective, helicopter view. Uh, it's different because supermind has less problem with setback. Normally, supermind is giving the answer to do the right thing. The logical mind is to do thing efficiently, not necessarily right thing. If you do the wrong thing efficiently, then it will lead to setback. The conscious mind, the non-conscious mind or the super mind will guide you to do the right thing. When you do the right thing right with the conscious mind, non-conscious mind give you the right things or right answers, and the conscious mind to do the right thing efficiently, effective answer, efficient, then you have a smoother life, can achieve whatever you want in life. That is my summary. Okay, now back to you, Yuri.
Okay, so from my understanding, Dr. Peter Yi, you're saying that supermind will tap, once we are able to tap to our supermind, it will bring miracle, it will bring new things to our life.
Yes, yes,
It will transform our life,
yes.
right? Okay, so since it will, but the thing is that majority of us, or rather for me, I'm very logical and very use my conscious mind. So in this situation, how would someone like me be using conscious mind to know that I need to learn a super mind?
Uh, I was as logical as you, maybe more logical, because of the training. Uh, Come to my class lah. We have class. We go step by steps. How we guide you how to access to your supermind. But most people want quick answer, no, miracle straight away. It's not that simple. No, there's certain step to go, layer by layer until you get it. Many gurus, they also use a whole lifetime to learn. No, but I noticed I don't have to use a whole lifetime. You spend a period of time, maybe 3 to 6 months at least, to assess your mind and to practice. Your supermind will grow, will transform, become more powerful over the years, not immediate. Tell me the answer how to achieve miracle, law of attraction. Tell you, so know you. You need to go through because this part had not been using for too long. You need to build up the muscles. During building the muscles of the mind or the super mind take times, at least 3 to 6 months to see the real breakthrough result. At least 3 to 5 years. Okay,
Okay,
perhaps we can take
thank
one or more question if you
you.
have.
Yeah, thank you.
If don't have, maybe we can have a short one today. until
Yeah, it's already 9:50, in fact.
almost there.
Since we don't have, yeah, since we don't have any questions, probably we wait for another 1 or 2 minutes, see whether is there any further questions. I
When I
think so
learned,
far,
yes,
I think
go
so
ahead. Sorry.
far, the understanding is that we have conscious mind, we have non-conscious mind, we have subconscious mind, and to be able to transform ourselves, our life, it will be good for us to be able to tap to our supermind. But the thing is
Yes,
that for us to decide whether to learn to learn a new way to tap our supermind, that we will be using our conscious mind to think. So what I would like to encourage everyone is that probably reconsider rather than think about using your conscious mind to think. For now, probably reconsider whether you are prepared to know more about your supermind and to see how your supermind can transform your life. With that, I would like to thank Dr. Peter Yi for sharing with us what is supermind and how the mind functions. Okay, thank you.
thank you. Good night. Any
Bye
more
bye.
question?
Good
Hey, wait,
night.
wait, wait, wait. There's one question. Wait, 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 wait.
Oh, I
Soon,
created
I created
miracle
miracle
before,
metaphysics. Oh,
studying
very good.
metaphysics and applying.
Good. Hmm. That's good. Metaphysics. Yes. Superconscious is metaphysics actually. Actually, not metaphysics. It's a human mind function just to restore, activate. That's it. Okay. So we
Okay.
call it a night.
Okay. Good night. Bye
Good
bye.
night. Bye.